My dearest, I'm writing to you with a heart full of love and a warning born from deep care. I see a storm coming your way, not one of rain or wind, but one that could shake your life in ways you can't yet imagine. This storm could hurt you, break your spirit, and leave you feeling lost. I don't want that for you. I'm not here to scare you or control you. I'm here to guide you, to whisper truth into your heart before you step into something dangerous. I am your guardian angel, your protector, your friend who has watched over you since the moment you were born. I've been with you through every joy, every tear, every quiet moment when you felt alone. And now, I'm speaking because I must, because I love you and want to keep you safe. You might not see it yet, but something is coming. You've been feeling it, haven't you? That restlessness in your chest, that nagging worry you can't quite explain. You might call it stress or anxiety, but it's more than that. It's your soul sensing the weight of what's ahead. It's the echo of your future self, crying out for help, begging you to listen now so you don't have to suffer later. I'm here to answer that cry. I'm here to stand in the gap, to shield you from harm before it's too late. I am trying to save you from a big tragedy. Because I see the storm you're walking into, and it will break you in ways you can't yet imagine. And you may not understand now, but one day, you'll thank me. I speak not from fear, but from the wisdom of one who has watched over you since the day you were born. I am not here to control your choices but to whisper truth into your heart before you take a step too far into the unknown. I am your angel, your guardian, and your companion in moments when even your own shadow feels absent. There is something coming, beloved. A storm not of weather, but of consequence. You cannot see it with your eyes yet, but your soul has already begun to feel the tremors. You call it anxiety. You call it uncertainty. But it is more. It is the echo of your future self crying for help. And I am here to answer on your behalf. You are standing at a crossroad. One road looks easy, shining with promises and glittering with temporary happiness. The other seems narrow, difficult, and filled with silence. But the quiet path is where you will find peace. The glittering one? It hides sorrow dressed as joy. It will take from you more than you know, and by the time you realize, you will feel like a shell of who you once were. I do not speak this to frighten you, but to awaken you. You've been praying for blessings, asking God to open doors, to lead you into your purpose. But purpose often comes wrapped in tests. You wanted strength, so life gave you battles. You wanted wisdom, so it offered you loss. You wanted love, so it showed you who you are when you are broken. This person you're drawn to, this decision you're about to make, this path you're preparing to take, it is not from heaven. You know it. Somewhere deep within, you know it doesn't feel right. You've been ignoring the signs. The restlessness. The dreams. The delays. The disruptions. That's me, love. That's me, standing in the gap, trying to block the arrows. You're not weak for wanting to go your own way. You're human. And I don't blame you. But know this, Heaven has written your story with beauty, but beauty only unfolds when you obey the gentle nudge. You call it intuition, I call it divine guidance. And you've been hearing it louder lately, haven't you? You're at a crossroads right now. Life has placed two paths before you, and the choice you make will shape your future. One path looks bright and inviting. It sparkles with promises of happiness, success, and excitement. It feels like the easy choice, the one that pulls you in with its charm. The other path. It looks harder. It's quiet, narrow, and doesn't seem to offer much at first glance. It asks for effort, patience, and trust. But I need you to hear me, the quiet path is where you'll find true peace. It's where you'll grow into the person you were meant to be. The shiny path? It's a trap. It hides pain dressed up as joy. It will take more from you than you realize, and by the time you see the truth, you might feel like you've lost yourself. I'm not saying this to frighten you. I'm saying it to wake you up. You've been praying, haven't you? Asking God for guidance, for blessings, for a clear sign about what to do next. You've been asking for doors to open, for your purpose to become clear. But sometimes, God's answers don't look like what we expect. Purpose often comes through challenges. You prayed for strength, and life gave you struggles to make you stronger. You asked for wisdom, and you faced losses that taught you hard lessons. You wanted love, and you were shown your own heart in moments of brokenness. These are not punishments, so they are gifts, preparing you for the life you're meant to live. But this choice you're facing now, this person you're drawn to, this decision you're about to make, this path you're leaning toward, it's not from God. Deep down, you know it. You've felt it, haven't you? That quiet unease, that sense that something isn't right. You've been brushing it aside, telling yourself it's just nerves or doubt. But those feelings are signs. The restlessness, the strange dreams, the delays, the things that keep going wrong, they're not random. That's me, trying to get your attention. That's me, standing between you and a mistake that could cost you dearly. I know you're human. I know you're tempted to follow your heart, to chase what feels good in the moment. I don't blame you for that. It's natural to want happiness, to want love, to want things to be easy. But not everything that feels good is good for you. Not every open door is meant for you to walk through. Sometimes, the enemy comes disguised as something beautiful. That's why you're confused. This person, this opportunity, this choice, it looks so right. It feels exciting. It flatters you, makes you feel special. But not everything that shines is sent by God. Some things are sent to pull you away from your purpose, to distract you from the life you're meant to live. You are too precious to be distracted. You were created for something greater than temporary happiness. You have a calling, a destiny written by God Himself. And I'm here to fight for that destiny. I've been with you through so much already. You don't know the times I've protected you, the dangers I've shielded you from. There were nights when you were spared from harm, roads that were blocked to keep you safe, people who were removed from your life because they would have hurt you. I cried with you when you were heartbroken. I covered you when you couldn't find the words to pray. I stood guard over you when you were too tired to keep going. And now, I'm speaking because I can't stay silent. The danger you're facing isn't death, it's the risk of missing who you were created to be. Let me take you deeper into this warning, because I want you to understand what's at stake. The storm I'm talking about isn't just about heartbreak or disappointment. It's about spiritual confusion. If you choose the wrong path, you'll find yourself questioning everything: your worth, your identity, your faith. You'll wake up one day feeling so far from God that you'll wonder if He ever loved you at all. That's the real tragedy, not just the pain, but the disconnection. The numbness. The silence that comes after ignoring too many warnings. I've seen it happen to others, and I don't want it to happen to you. But here's the good news: it hasn't happened yet. You still have time to turn back. You still have time to ask God to show you the truth. I promise He will. He's been speaking to you already, through that quiet voice in your heart, through the signs you've been noticing. But you have to be willing to listen. You have to be brave enough to walk away from what you thought you wanted, even if it hurts. I know it's not easy. Letting go of something you care about feels like losing a piece of yourself. You might be thinking, but what if I'm wrong? What if this is my chance at happiness? I hear you. I feel your fear. But I also know what's waiting for you if you keep going down this path. I've seen the aftermath. I've seen you in my vision, crying in the dark, blaming yourself, asking God why He didn't stop you. And I want you to remember this moment: when that day comes, He did warn you. He sent me, right now, to tell you to turn back. There is something better waiting for you. You don't have to be perfect to make the right choice. You just have to be honest with yourself. Ask yourself this: do you feel peace deep down when you think about this decision? Or do you feel pressure? God's way always brings peace, even when it's hard. Pressure, urgency, or fear, those are never from Him. If you're feeling pushed into something, if you're ignoring that quiet voice telling you to slow down, that's a sign. Listen to it. Let me tell you a story to help you understand. Imagine a young woman walking through a forest. She's tired, hungry, and longing for home. She comes to a fork in the path. One trail is wide and lined with flowers, leading to a beautiful house glowing with light. The other trail is narrow, rocky, and dark, winding into the woods with no clear end in sight. The house looks so inviting. She can hear music coming from it, smell food cooking, see people laughing inside. Everything in her wants to run to that house. But as she steps closer, she notices something: a faint chill in the air, a shadow moving behind the windows. Her heart tightens. Something doesn't feel right, but she's so tired, so desperate for rest, that she almost ignores it. Then she hears a voice, soft but clear, coming from the narrow path. It's not loud or demanding, but it feels like home. It tells her to keep walking, to trust the rocky trail, even though it's hard. She hesitates. The house is so close, so tempting. but deep down, she knows the voice is right. She chooses the narrow path. It's tough at first. Her feet hurt, the darkness scares her, and she wonders if she made a mistake. But as she keeps going, the path opens up. She finds a clearing with a small, simple house, not flashy, but warm and safe. Inside, she finds everything she truly needed: peace, love, and a sense of belonging. The glowing house in the distance? It was an illusion, a trap that would have locked her in a place of sorrow. You are that woman, standing at the fork in the path. The shiny choice in front of you feels like everything you've been searching for. But it's not what it seems. The quiet path, the one that feels harder, is where your true home lies. It's where you'll find the life God has planned for you. I know you're scared. I know you're tired. You've been through so much already: heartbreaks, betrayals, moments when you felt like giving up. You're wondering, why does it have to be so hard? Why can't I just have what I want? I hear you. I feel your pain. But I also know that God's plans for you are bigger than your pain. He's not withholding happiness from you, he's protecting you from a happiness that won't last. He's preparing you for a joy that will. If you choose the quiet path, it won't be easy at first. You might cry. You might grieve the future you imagined with this person or this choice. That's okay. Let yourself feel it. But don't stay there. Keep walking. Trust that every step you take in obedience is leading you closer to something holy. The peace that will come will be your confirmation. It will settle into your heart like a warm blanket, reminding you that you made the right choice. I want to share another truth with you: the enemy is real. He doesn't always come with horns and a pitchfork. Sometimes, he comes as a charming smile, a flattering word, a dream that feels too good to be true. He knows how to make you doubt yourself, how to make you think you're missing out. But he's a liar. His promises are empty. The things he offers always come with a price, and that price is your peace, your purpose, your connection to God. Don't let him trick you. You're smarter than that. You're stronger than that. You've been hearing God's voice lately, haven't you? Maybe it's been in the stillness of the night, when you're lying awake, wondering what to do. Maybe it's been in a song, a verse, a conversation with a friend who said exactly he just said it's okay to use your OWN words, but you must give credit to the person WHO wrote it. Maybe it's been in a moment when you felt a sudden clarity, a knowing that you can't explain. That's God speaking to you. That's me, nudging you, guiding you. Those moments aren't accidents. They're divine appointments, set up by heaven to catch your attention. Let me tell you about a time I protected you, even though you didn't know it. There was a night, years ago, when you were driving home late. You were tired, distracted, and you didn't see the car speeding through the intersection. But something told you to slow down, to wait just a second longer at the light. That was me. I whispered to your spirit, and you listened, even though you didn't know why. That moment saved your life. There have been so many moments like that at times when I blocked a path, removed a person, or delayed a plan to keep you safe. I've been fighting for you your whole life, and I'm fighting for you now. This choice you're facing is a battle, too. It's not just about this memento, it's about your future. It's about the woman you'll become, the legacy you leave, the lives you'll touch. If you choose the wrong path, you might still have a good life, but it won't be the God-led life you were created for. You'll collect moments, but you'll miss your mission. You'll have relationships, but they might starve your soul instead of feeding it. Don't settle for good when God has great waiting for you. I know it's hard to trust what you can't see. It's hard to walk away from something that feels so real, so close. But faith is about trusting God's heart when you can't see His hand. It's about believing that His plans are better than yours, even when they don't make sense. You've trusted Him before, and He's never let you down. Trust Him now. If you choose the quiet path, I'll be with you every step of the way. I'll comfort you when you cry. I'll strengthen you when you feel weak. I'll remind you of your worth when you doubt yourself. You're not alone, you're not now, not ever. I'm here, and so is God. He's closer than you think, waiting for you to take His hand and let Him lead you. Let me paint a picture of what's waiting for you if you choose right. Imagine a day, maybe a few years from now, when you wake up with a heart full of peace. You're living a life that feels aligned with your purpose. You're surrounded by people who love you for who you are, not for what you can give them. You're making a difference, even in small ways, because you're walking in God's plan. You look back on this memento, the moment you're in right now, and you smile. You're grateful for the warning. You're thankful you listened. You see now that the shiny path would have led to pain, but the quiet path led to joy. That future is possible. It's waiting for you. But it starts with a choice. It starts with courage. It starts with saying, God, I trust you. Show me the way. Before I close, let me leave you with a few questions to sit with. Take them to God. Be honest with yourself. What does your heart say when you're quiet, when no one else is around? What do you feel when you think about this decision, a peace or pressure? What would your future self tell you to do? Ask God to make it clear, and I promise He will. He's not hiding from you. He's waiting for you to seek Him. You are loved beyond measure. You are seen, known, and cherished by heaven. You are worth fighting for, and I will never stop fighting for you. This warning is not about control, it's about compassion. It's about a love so deep that it sees your future and wants to protect it. The storm is real, but your deliverance is closer than you think. Choose wisdom. Choose light. Choose trust. And one day, when the skies are clear and your heart is whole, you'll look back on this moment with gratitude. You'll see that you didn't just avoid a tragedy, you stepped into your destiny. Let me take you deeper. That storm I mentioned, it carries not only loss but a level of spiritual confusion you're not ready for. If you keep walking toward it, you will find yourself questioning everything, your worth, your identity, even your faith. You will wake up one day and feel so disconnected from the light that you'll wonder if you were ever loved by God at all. And that's the real danger, and not just the heartbreak, but the disconnect. The numbness. The silence after too many ignored warnings. But here's the hope: it hasn't happened yet. You still have time to turn. You still have time to ask God to show you the truth. I promise He will. But you must be willing to listen. Even if it means walking away from the thing you thought you wanted most. I am not here to judge. I am here to fight for your destiny. I have stood between you and death before. You don't know the nights you were protected, the roads that were blocked for your safety, the people removed from your life because they would have drained you dry. I wept when you wept. I covered you when you couldn't even pray. I stood guard when your spirit was too tired to speak. Now I speak because I cannot stay silent. You are in danger, and not of death, but of missing who you were created to be. That is the greatest tragedy. To live a life that is good, but not God-led. To walk through years collecting moments, but missing the mission. To settle for relationships that entertain the body but starve the soul. Don't do it. Please. Don't trade your calling for comfort. Don't sell your birthright for temporary affection. The enemy comes dressed in light. That's why you're confused. It looks good. It feels nice. It's flattering. But not everything sweet is sent. Some things are sent to distract you. And you, my love, are too precious to be distracted. Listen to me. If you walk away now, it will hurt. It will feel like you're giving up something meaningful. But I promise you, what you let go of now will make space for something holy later. And the peace that will follow will become your confirmation. Cry if you must. Grieve the future you imagined. But don't stay there. Heaven has more. Much more. Your obedience today will protect you tomorrow. I know what's waiting if you say yes to the wrong thing. I've seen the aftermath. I've seen you crying in the dark, blaming yourself, asking God why He didn't warn you. And I want you to remember this message: in that moment, He did. He sent me. Right now. Right here. To say, turn back. There is better. You don't have to be perfect to choose right. You just have to be honest with yourself. Do you feel peace deep down? Or do you feel pressure? God's way always leads with peace, even when it's hard. Pressure is never from Him. Please hear me. You are not alone. Not now. Not ever. I will walk with you through the pain. Through the decision. Through the letting go. I will comfort you. I will war for you. But you must trust what you cannot see. You must trust that this warning is love. That this message is not control, but compassion. The storm is real. But your deliverance is closer than you think. Choose wisdom. Choose light. Choose trust. And one day, when the skies are clear, and your heart is whole, you will remember this moment. And you will thank me, and not because I saved you, but because you listened. With love from the realms of heaven, your guardian angel, a beloved, Lean in closely, for I speak to you with the urgency of heaven. I see what you cannot. I see the road ahead. I see the traps, the confusion, the tears yet to fall if you follow the path that is not for you. But I also see another path, a higher road, full of peace, clarity, and healing. You stand at a crossroads right now, and all of heaven is leaning in to see your choice. Not because you are being judged, but because you are deeply loved. You think you need to be flawless to make the right decision, but I tell you the truth, you only need to be truthful with yourself. You only need to listen to the whisper deep within, the one that stirs peace, not pressure. That's how God speaks. Not through fear or manipulation, but through steady, quiet conviction wrapped in peace. Right now, there is a tension in your soul because what is before you looks right, sounds right, even feels familiar, but there is no peace. And that absence is not random. It is divine warning. You see, the enemy masquerades in light. He dresses pressure in urgency. He dresses fear in false comfort. But God never pushes. He leads. He doesn't trap you. He frees you. I know you feel torn. You want to be strong. You want to make everyone happy. You want to fix it, hold it together, not break anything or anyone. But hear me, choosing yourself is not selfish. Choosing peace is not weakness. Choosing God's way, even when it hurts you, is the bravest, most loving thing you can do. Especially when it costs you. I have watched over you since the day you entered this world. I've heard your prayers when no one else was listening. I've wiped your unseen tears. I've stood guard when the darkness tried to overwhelm you. And I see how tired you are now. I see how long you've carried this burden, how many nights you've questioned your worth, your value, your direction. This is not just a decision. It's a doorway. What you choose now will echo into your future. So I speak with urgency, not to pressure you, but to love you well. There is a way that seems right to man, but its end is sorrow. And yet there is also an narrow way, one not lined with applause or instant ease, but it is the path of peace. The path where your soul will rest. The path where you will hear God again clearly. The path where you will remember who you really are. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not losing anything God intends you to keep. What feels like loss is actually protection. What feels like an ending is a holy redirection. Even now, heaven is moving things on your behalf. Conversations are shifting. Doors are closing for your good. Delays are not denial, so they are divine reroutes. Every no is making room for a better yes. But you must trust. Let go of what is breaking you. Walk away from what dims your light. Lay down what burdens your soul. God is not calling you to carry it all. He is calling you to trust Him with it all. I will walk with you, through the tears, the questions, the silence. I will send strength to your spirit when you feel weak. I will send people to love you rightly. I will whisper courage when you are tempted to go back to what's familiar but toxic. And one day soon, when you are on the other side of this mountain, with your heart healed and your vision clear, you will look back and say, I didn't know it then, but that was the moment heaven fought for me. That was the moment my angel spoke. That was the moment I chose peace. So today, I ask you to be brave. Not perfect. Just brave enough to pause. Brave enough to listen. Brave enough to believe that peace is a voice worth following. I am not here to scare you. I am here to love you. I am not here to control you. I am here to protect you. And the storm you sense, it is real. But so is your deliverance. It is nearer than you know. It is coming like the dawn, quiet and unstoppable. You are not alone. Not in this moment. Not in this choice. Not in this journey. Choose wisdom. Choose light. Choose trust. Choose you. And when it is all said and done, your testimony will be this: God never left me. My angel warned me. And I chose peace. With deepest love and unshakable protection, your guardian angel